Puzzle Wars, right? And go ahead and say your name. I know your name, but.
I'm Kathy Cardinal, and I directed and did the post-production for Puzzle Wars.
And you wrote it as well?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the inspiration behind Puzzle Wars? I loved it, by the way. It was like campy and fun and
Thank you.
silly. I liked it. Go ahead.
So actually, this is because of me and Josh were like building puzzles a lot, and sometimes like he's really good at building puzzles, so I would get like kind of competitive with him, and I would try to like put in the puzzle pieces before he did, and then like it's like, what if this was like a game show or something?
That's
or,
awesome.
Or you know, it was more of a skit at first, and then it became like a kind of a reality TV show thing.
I like it. Now you, your credits are you're an actress, producer, and director. What, where do you see? What are your goals for filmmaking?
Well, actually, I'm well, right now I have a full-time job as a QC person, but yeah, I'd actually like to more get into audio and doing like post-production editing and stuff.
Okay.
This was, I mean, I also like directing and doing my own films as well, and then I'm also going to be working on on an upcoming film, Ash's Homecoming, as
Yes.
well.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing.
And okay, so I'll go ahead and introduce Joshua Ho. You were an extra on her film, but you're also one of
Oh.
one of our
Oh, okay.
another filmmaker,
Oh.
Star Trek Wars, right? And
We
we just want to see if people can see. I don't want to talk over. So this is your second film at the film festival. The first film was Spielberg, and you won Best Student Film for that. I see a theme. George Lucas, Steven Spielberg,
This is it. This is.
J.J. Abrams.
You know what? We had the right story, so we said, okay, we'll do one more. I really was not thinking I was going to do George Lucas next. And then once they had the whole J.J. Abrams is taking over Star Wars,
Yeah.
and Lucas is retiring, seemed like couldn't pass it up. So.
And so what was the inspiration for that? Because of their real story that's going on, you're like, I'm going to make a film about this? Is that?
Yeah, pretty much. But also I think an underlying part of it is like when you look at fan culture,
Yeah.
people get really competitive and get angry sometimes, and I kind of wanted to say, hey, maybe there's another answer there.
Oh, yeah, that
So.
was sweet. The power play between J.J. and George Lucas, I have to ask you, is it Star Wars or Star Trek for you?
I can't say
Which
that.
one? Which one?
They're like two sides of the they're the two hemispheres of the same big circle of it, because they both offer different things to different people. And you know, I think Star Wars is exciting, it's a big adventure, it's more fantasy, whereas Star Trek's got some really cool, sci-fi plot lines.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're both great. I have to, but in all sincerity, they're both great.
What was your, after watching it, it looked like you guys had like a lot of fun making both films. What was your favorite scene?
Are you talking about
Yours.
Okay. In this one, in
Mhm.
Star Trek Wars,
Well, that's the only one we saw.
no, I
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. I've never. That's crazy. We've been screening this thing for 2 years, and no one's ever. I don't. Let's see.
I'm
Probably.
like 5. What's your
At
favorite
least to film Comic-Con scene, because I mean it was originally just going to be like a press conference scene, and then you're writing it and you make this change, like now it's Comic-Con, and you're like, oh shoot, what have I done? So that was that like bites, even the battle, we had to go to a sound stage, and that was big in itself, but recreating Comic-Con, I think, I'm a long time attendee of the San Diego one, over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's just really cool to kind of like try to take that and share it.
Nice. Do you
And-
guys have any questions for them?
And also, I should mention, Kathy was one of the producers on Star Trek Wars.
Oh, that's right.
So I
Yes,
just wanna-
great job. Yeah, so you guys collaborate together all the time with
Well,
filmmaking?
so far.
So far.
Films, yeah.
The last, Spielberg, you were on Spielberg film as well?
No, actually, it wasn't.
You just showed up for the premiere then, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cute. Okay, awesome. Any questions? filmmakers? Yeah.
What was your production design like? Because there's some cool memorabilia in there. Like every office was like super stacked with awesome stuff. Like how did you get all that stuff?
You know, it's funny you should bring that up. We have Rhonda Cardinal here, who basically we worked with a thrift, kind of a thrift store. What is the
Well,
word?
they have a lot of like collectibles and stuff,
Right, so
retro kind of.
Rhonda and Jeff, they boxed up, they went to this
I didn't
collectible
buy
store,
it.
boxed up
Oh, boxed it, yeah.
4 or 5 huge boxes full of Star Wars merch. Shipped it to us, and we used it for the day. And then in terms of everything else, like, just try to, like, everyone, like everyone, bring all your nerd collections. And now I do have a lot of memorabilia. Whoops. Yeah, but, you know, find the right locations too. That's a big part of it. Try to do in the independent, in the independent low budget, you just have to find the right looking locations. You can't afford to build it from scratch.
What's up for you next? You touched on it. So what's coming up for you as far as films?
Well, we actually just, we said, you know what, we got enough time left to do one more of these things. And third time, so want to just make it a nice, it's not exactly a trilogy, but it's like the third of our bigger endeavors. And it's a dramatic piece about the characters from the kids show Pokemon grown up. And I think it's going to be really cool. It's about the story, even if whether or not you're a fan of Pokemon, I think it's just kind of like Star Wars for the next generation. And that's also how you get everyone to work for free.
Yeah.
We just wrapped production about 2 weeks ago. That was really exciting and intense, and we're looking, maybe we'll be here next year.
I hope so. What's the name of the film?
It is called Ash's Homecoming.
Okay. And how can we follow you and keep up with what you're doing?
So you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, basically any platform.
Under what's your handle?
Facebook.com/Star Trek Wars,
Star Trek
or
Wars.
on Twitter @Trek Wars Film.
Okay.
And we also have Ash's Homecoming.
Or you can look at my website at kathycardinalpost.com. A lot of my work's on there.
And you met in college. You both went
Yeah.
to film school together here
Yeah.
at Cal State Long Beach. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Please take a picture with us at the red carpet, because we want to honor you and want to thank you for your films. We take them really seriously, and it's an honor to have you guys here. So
Just
thank you
wanna
so much.
Say
Yeah.
real quick here. First, we got Mr. George Lucas, Johnny Bolton,
Oh,
right here.
wonderful.
So you get a chance to talk to him. And then also in Ash's Homecoming, starring as Jessie from Team Rocket, is actually Angela Francis.
I just
So,
posed.
and if any of you know Sarah Williams is also in our film. So yes, please follow us online, and we also have some cool merchandise if you want to check it out. So thank
Well,
you.
thank you guys so much for coming. And guys, please get on the red carpet. We want a picture with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, wow, maybe he wants some of it for his.
I was like, yeah.